Okay, so there are some regulations that we have to follow in the installation. We need several distances from the intake, several distances from each side of the generator and the back of the generator. We see some installations that are not as it was supposed to be. It's going to cause problems in future for the warranty of the generator. So if there is anything wrong with the distances, Generac might void the warranty of that generator if anything happens to it. On the other side, it might be dangerous for people's life. As an example, you will see in the pictures that it was a Generac generator, it was a Honeywell installation. They asked us to come do the activation. So when we arrived, we saw that it's the distance on the right and left side of the generator is less than 3 feet. It's even less than a feet on the left side, which is the exhaust. These units are air-cooled units. As you can expect, it's cooled by the air. It's an air-cooled unit. If there is not enough air circulation in the generator, parts inside the unit are going to melt. And Generac is not going to cover it under warranty because the installer or the homeowner didn't follow the specs that was expected by the Generac. We have to turn it 90 degrees. And if we turn it 90 degrees, there is an intake for the furnace that's going to take the air from the exhaust and brings it to the house. They were lucky that they didn't do the activation by themselves, because if it has happened, the first time that there was a power failure, the smoke would go through the house, and it was possible that would kill the people in the house. It's nothing, it's not a thing that we can play with. We have to follow the regulations, so we have to move the generator. So all the labor and the material that they had paid, we had to rip it off and move it further to the back of the house, which you can see the modifications in the pictures, how we did the modification so that we are 10 feet from that intake, and minimum is 5 feet from any vent and 10 feet from the intake. Also, we need 3 feet on the right, left and front of the generator to be open, and 18-inch minimum at the back. The other problem that was in this case was the size of the gas meter, which I didn't notice. It was the meter itself was pretty small, and we had to send a request to the gas company to come replace the meter. Otherwise, winter time, when the furnace and the generator go on at the same time, there is not enough pressure to start both furnace and the That was another modification that was done. It cost the customer almost 2 times to do this installation, because in the beginning they thought they can do the job with less cost, but at the end ended up paying 2 times of an installation, just because the people who were doing it were not expert in Generac installation. Also, for the maintenance of these units, you have to do the maintenances the first time is after 6 months, and then every 100 hours or 1 year, whichever comes first. That's something to keep in mind, again, to keep the warranty valid for the period that you have the warranty on the unit.